YoungMonopTV, where we talk world news, hip-hop news, and WWE news. All you gotta do is hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. We about to get into it.
Ain't playing no games, it's hard. I ride this bitch like a Harley. Think it's my baby, I take her to Mars. Skirt at the light like I'm in a Ferrari. Shit, I'm just living, ain't promise tomorrow. Rocking all mines, them diamonds go hard. Born for this shit, how you stopping the star? I'm popping today, gon' be popping tomorrow.
All right, welcome back to YoungMonopTV. I know it's been a while. I've been off here getting things together. I had dropped my project 6546. If you didn't check that out, you can check that out on iTunes right now, Spotify, all platforms. I could have pushed it a little bit more, but I'm happy with what I put together, because sometimes you gotta do music to kind of like just get that out the way, if that makes any sense. We don't have a tripod, so sorry. But yeah, we back to the channel. Tonight we had WWE Smackdown. We'll go over some of the stuff that I like kind of noticed on Smackdown tonight. We'll start off with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. I kind of figured that this was gonna happen. I figured that Cody Rhodes was gonna come down, after the King of Ring tournament, after the win over Randy Orton at King of the Ring, and basically put it out there how he called his shot, basically, and Randy Orton had his shot too. But he fell on that opportunity when he fell to punt kick Cody Rhodes, which I thought he should have did it. We haven't seen Randy Orton hit the punt kick in Lord knows how long. So for him to use that move, that's a lot of one of the moves that he put like a lot of the legends out with. He used to use that back in the day. It was supposed to be like one of his most dangerous kicks that they supposedly had banned because it was putting so many people out. But during this segment between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes called basically Randy out, and Randy basically called Cody out and called him like a cheap shot. Told him that he took it all the way. Even though Randy Orton said I use my thought process before I kicked your head off, and he basically told Cody Rhodes, you just took the shot. You know what I mean? And that kind of shows that Cody Rhodes possibly could be taking a heel turn. I'm not 100% sure if that's what's going on, but he possibly could be taking a heel turn. You know what I mean? So, that's just something to look for. So during this segment, we had Drew McIntyre come down. We haven't seen Drew McIntyre in a while, like at a lot of the PLEs. He did have some prior matches with CM Punk and, other little Drew McIntyre, other little feuds here and there, but nothing too major. Anytime I feel like Drew McIntyre has had the belt, he's been stripped from the belt very quickly, and I don't think he has had a serious run in WWE yet, and that's something to look forward to. But coming down, he had a new shirt on saying "Bored at Work." I guess it's a Drew McIntyre t-shirt, because I think I seen his imprint on there. So let's see if that sell. Drew McIntyre does have a core base of fans, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so during that segment, Drew McIntyre in typical Drew McIntyre fashion comes down, and get RKO'd by Randy Orton out of nowhere, just running his lips. You know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty cool. We had the Wyatts. The Wyatts kind of I say return. And when I say return, it's because they're on TV every now and then they pop back up and that's their appearance. But for some reason now it seems that they're going for the Street Profits tag teams title. I like the Street Profits as a tag team in general. But the run that they're on right now is kind of like the EO Sky run, where they haven't had that many matches, haven't had that much time to showcase their talent. So hopefully, like I said, this feud between the Wyatts and Street Profits, which is different now because for some reason I keep seeing SmackDown, or I don't know if it's SmackDown and Raw, incorporating all tag teams in like one match to, I guess, give more TV time, especially with them cutting SmackDown down to 2 hours instead of 3. So we'll see how that goes. I do like the Wyatt family. I miss Bray Wyatt, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So, I mean, would I like to see them have the titles? Yes, but I don't want them to have the titles and the storyline just be boring. That's just plain and simple. You got Rey Fenix and Andrade basically becoming a team now. Two luchadors, one a high flyer. Andrade really not more so of the high flyer, but I mean, I guess it works out together. They went against Fraxium tonight. I think the tag team division can be a little bit more interesting. I see them trying to make it interesting. I see them trying to make it fun. You have Finn Balor and JD McDonough on Raw. Excuse me, just won the titles back, so I think that's a good look. You had Jade Cargill tonight come out and have a verbal exchange with Tiffany Stratton ahead of SummerSlam for the title. And the main distraction that's out there in a way is Naomi, because she carries the Money Back in the Bank briefcase, which she used tonight to attack Jade Cargill in the back. So that's something to look out for. I feel like Jade Cargill run is it's okay. I'm not gonna call it mid. I feel like the stuff she was doing with Naomi prior, was like, it was almost like the same. I wanted to see something a little bit different out of that, but I like possibly where they could be going with this, and maybe Naomi will take the title from Jade once Jade gets the title. Because tonight we had one of my favorite wrestlers. I like Trish Stratus as a female wrestler. I feel like she brings some of that old school feel back to the new school. Of course, with her too, like if she still can wrestle, I don't want her to be one of the ones that's in and out. So, let's just basically see how that goes in that situation. So we had Alexa Bliss and Charlotte tagging up tonight. Charlotte low-key is like making it seem like she doesn't want to tag up with Alexa Bliss, but we know deep down inside their real life, even like going out there, you see how quick like Charlotte is to basically not want to tag with her, but kind of got that grin on her face, like like I rock with you type stuff. So I think that was basically some of the main matches. But then we get to the main match of the night, and it was Jacob Fatu, Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo tonight. And Solo Sikoa in Solo Sikoa fashion already barking orders to the new bloodline and telling them not to come out and stay to the back, which I knew that was a lie. You can't have Solo Sikoa in a match with the bloodline and they don't get involved. It's the same with Roman. When Roman was champ, he always had somebody come out there and help him. Not saying that Roman couldn't hold his own, but Solo Sikoa following in his footsteps and doing the same thing. You had Tala Tonga come down. With Tonga or Tonga Loa or Loa Tonga. So now let me get his name right. But we had Tonga Loa, we had Tala Tonga, JC Mateo, and we had Solo Sikoa all beat the living snot out of Jacob Fatu. And we should have knew this was going to happen when we seen Tala Tonga. Do you see the size of that man? He's almost the size of the Great Khali. I'm not going to say he's big as the Great Khali, but he's up there. He gives me like that Kevin Nash NWO feel. That's the vibe that I get that he brings to this bloodline or NFT or whatever they deciding to call themselves. I'm not 100% sure. Overall, though, I rate this SmackDown like a 7. A solid 7. I mean, it wasn't really nothing crazy here that I saw that I was like over the top about. You understand? So, like I said, I think WWE in general has been going different paths with certain stuff. I always enjoy WWE, but I also observe the product, and I also see where things are shifting, and things definitely been shifting, especially since the R-Truth stuff. You know what I mean? That's kind of weird. So, like I said, when I seen that, noticed that, and not just that, things of like just certain superstars being there 1 minute and being gone, such as like a Braun Strowman or anybody else. It's like any given day, it could be your day, and it could be your last day. So these people go out every day, put their bodies on the line, put their heart and soul on the line for people like us to be entertained. So my main thing is just respecting the craft. Enjoying the show while it's here and enjoying the time, because we're going to go through different time frames in life where it could be here and in 20 years it might not be here, who knows. But this is a company that's been around for generations, so hopefully, like I said, there's more to come, and we're going to continue with the story. I'm going to try to do more of these and keep y'all updated on certain stuff. This is my first time back on the channel, but I appreciate having y'all, and I appreciate being back, and hopefully y'all enjoy the content I'm dropping. Make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Yeah, we out of this joint.